Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's message is a very beautiful message. Um, it's about being grateful and how, to me, being grateful is one of the strongest sign of your Imaan being really, truly there. If you catch my drift. Um, to me it's a big sign that your iman is strong, because when you're grateful you are aware of what's surrounding you. You are aware of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, and what he has given you throughout the day. So from the minute that you wake up, he has given your soul back. To the moment that you go make wudu, he has given you feet to walk. He has given you water to wash your hands with, to wash your face with, your mouth. He has given you your hands to do wudu with. He has given you the ability to pray, and so I feel like a lot of people, and often I sometimes, forget to be grateful. And it's very not good. I encourage you to be always grateful, because it's truly one of the most beautiful feelings ever. To me, being grateful is not even like human. The way I see being grateful is truly such a sacred feeling. It really comes truly from the heart. It's such a beautiful feeling. It for me, being grateful and love are one of the most pure feelings ever. Because when you're grateful, it really truly comes from you. For example, today I woke up and I didn't know I was going to hang out with my friends. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't even know. I had my friend texted me and she was like, oh, we might hang out, but I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, maybe it's a 50-50. Sometimes she has to go to work, and I went to sleep with that. Oh, maybe I will do that, maybe I won't. It's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I woke up today with that 50-50 thinking. And then subhanallah, I went to Jummah prayer, and I went alone, and my friend, she drove me there, and I was alone in there. I know some of the girls in there, but I was basically throughout the whole time I was basically alone, which is, it's not a problem for me. But the beauty of it is that even though I was alone, I didn't feel alone. And I am really grateful that I felt like that, because I have never felt like that. If I were Catholic again and I went to a church alone, I would have felt left out. I would have felt horrible. But today I felt calm, and I have been to Jummah prayer alone many times, and I have never felt alone. And I'm so grateful. That's so beautiful. Subhanallah, that's so beautiful. That the fact that I didn't feel alone. And then my friend, and then a sister gave me a brownie, and so many rewards for her on a Friday, giving out something like that, for free. That's so beautiful. Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always bless her with abundance when selling, because and it was really delicious, and it was so filling. And that right there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me the mouth and the teeth so I could chew it, and he gave me the esophagus so he could break the food down all the way to my stomach. That's so beautiful, the science of it, to the smallest details. Subhanallah, that's so beautiful. And I encourage you to sit down in a room, complete silence, and start looking around. And that you will find that in every little corner of your room, there might be things. For example, this cream. I don't even use it. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of stinky. I use another one. Let me show you. This is an eye cream for the eye bags. Um, and they're really good, subhanallah. But the memory I have with these guys is that one of my friends gave them to me, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed me to stay at my friends without any problem. And my friend gave them to me. How kind is she? But that was all. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He enabled her to give it to me, and for me to stay at her house and have fun with her, talk with her, eat with her, and spend time with her. It was him, and nothing happened to us. We were safe. And that's beautiful right there. Like, you will find in your room so many things. And it's not the item. This item, you don't take this to the grave, but often we get attached to things because of the memories that we make with them. So for example, when I see this cream, I remember the time I spent with her, and I remember her kindness and her beauty. Subhanallah. So I encourage you to sit down in your room and just stay in silence and really think about all the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, the things that you can physically see and the things that you cannot see. So the things that you cannot see is your organs, and He has given to you. Everything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a blessing, the way I see it. And it's so beautiful that it's always Him. It's always Him. When you're eating, when you're drinking water, when you're going to the bathroom, He has given you health right there still. It's Him. It's always Him. He's enabling you to do so. So it's important to be grateful. So important to be grateful. So important to be grateful. As a matter of fact, I will tell you a funny story. When I was a little kid, I went to my home country after staying a little bit in America. After staying for 2 years in America, or 3. I went back to my country and visited my mom, right? And if you follow my story, you know why I had to visit her. And we went to visit her, and my mom was making beans. She was making beans, and I remember the smell of the beans to this day. Wallahi, I can smell the smell of the beans to this day. And at that moment, I remember feeling so grateful, because it was just beans, but it was food. You know how humble that is, right? To just be eating beans. And I thought some people don't even get to eat beans, but I do. And my mama made them. I'm quite a crier, aren't I? But I just want you guys to be grateful, because it's such a beautiful feeling to cry out of happiness, out of gratefulness. My eyes look super red right now. That was because I don't know what happened. My eyes got really red in the afternoon, and I'm really not trying to burst out of crying. I don't want to burst to crying right now, so I'm holding it in. But it's so beautiful, and when I'm grateful, I always go back to that moment, because it's such a beautiful and fundamental moment for my story, for my life story. And I encourage you to be grateful for the frustration, for the sadness, for the tears of sadness, of happiness, for the fear. That's the best way to conquer fear. That's another video for another day. I'm gonna keep that in my head right now. That's another video. But so a lot of times we get attached to the things that we have because of the memories that we make with them. And personally, me, if you give me a rock, I'm gonna keep that rock forever. And for example, one time I went to the mall with my friend, and she bought me these pretzels, and I still have the cup. I have the plastic cup. I'm not gonna use that plastic cup, but she bought it for me. So that's beautiful right there. Treasure the things people give you. Be grateful not for the thing, but for the intent that the person had. When someone gives you something, that's very beautiful, you know, they thought of you. It's often so beautiful when people say, hey, I bought you this. In that moment where they were buying that, they remembered, oh, this person might like this. Subhanallah, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things humans have. Cherish that. Cherish that. And be grateful for people thinking of you nicely. But if you want people to think of you nicely, you must think of people nicely. It can't be just like, oh, they're giving me this. No, 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 no. Always the words that should come out of your mouth should be words of kindness. All of the intents for others that you have should not be evil and wicked, but should be kind and of generous intent. Always be grateful. Always be grateful to your Creator, to our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For every moment in this life, it was already planned by Him. Subhanallah. As a matter of fact, today, my friend came to visit me, another friend of mine, and like 3 days later, 3 days before, sorry, she told me, hey Anna, I have like 2 books for you. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, let's go. I was so happy. I was like, what? Because I love reading. And when she came to me, she gave me the books. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her always and protect her. So kind. And she gave me this little book about a brief illustrated guide to understanding Islam. And it's like very scientific, and I love science. And so I was like, what? Now don't get confused. But most science is theories, alright? With science you can actually pick and choose, to be honest. But a lot of people misunderstand science and they think it's far away from religion, which is always very curious because what makes you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create everything very precise and perfect? Is not science precise and perfect? The raindrops, how they give life to the plants, that's science. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You call it science, I call it Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You believe in science, I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're just a little step behind, but inshallah you will get there. And she gave me this, and she gave me the Holy Quran in English. Ooh, and I was like, ooh, it's so, subhanallah, I'm so grateful. I mean, I'm gonna read this bad boy. It's so beautiful. La ilaha illa Allah. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illa Allah. That's so beautiful. But yeah, that's the video today. I'm sorry it wasn't that informative. It's just I felt happy. That's all. I hope this video made you. Sorry. I hope this video made you a little happy, and my energy traveled through the device that you're watching this from, and inspired you to be grateful. It's a very beautiful feeling. It's very pure, and I really hope that the ummah becomes more grateful and grateful, because that truly makes our iman strong. It truly does. It truly, truly does. It holds it in a way together. Thank you so much. I have snot in my nose. Ew. Bye bye.